Welcome everybody, Karibu. Being aligned with me, Brian Gilliam, and this is the first ever African Leadership Institute. Today we're going to discuss current events that are happening in Kenya. We're going to talk about the African community as a whole, and specifically, we're going to get into the Kenyan elections that are going to be taking place this August. So without further ado, we have Mr. David Amakobe and Dr.Kenneth Simiyu here to welcome you guys in.
Thank you, Brian. I can't speak Swahili. Brian beat me at that. I'd like to welcome you all our guests and all our panelists. This is our first event, and we're very excited for the opportunity by View from the Top and the African Leadership Institute to host this function. We would like you to enjoy and participate. It's a thing that is very close to our heart, particularly the topic we would like you to discuss is Kenya beyond August 8th. August 8th is the day the election will be in Kenya, and there is a reason why we would like you to think beyond August 8th, because Kenya has a history of concentrating too much on who should win or has won the election and not looking beyond that. So today, as we sit in here, we'll have discussions, we'll have dinner, but we like you to focus the day after the election so that we have a country to be proud of. There are reasons why in this room there are Kenyans, there are Kenyan Americans, and their friends of Kenya. There are reasons why Kenyans would like to talk about their country, and there's also a reason why Kenyan Americans would like to talk about the Kenya. Also, the friends of Kenya also have a reason because they want the place to be secure, they want the place to be prosperous, they want to be able to have an economic kind of, so that it's prosperous and they can do trade there. So, without further ado, I'd like to invite Dr. Kenneth Simiyu, but before that, I'll do housekeeping. First, African Leadership Institute. That will be me, and then Dr. Simiyu will come here and talk about it. Professor Monda will be joining the panels and will be moderating some of the panels. Chris Omalwa from View from the Top is one of the sponsors, and he will be moderating. And we have Emmanuel, he will also be moderating some of the panels. And then we'll be a young lady, Stacy. If you watch the introductory video, she will be moderating one of the panels. So I want to welcome you all and hope you enjoy it and participate. Thank you.
On behalf of the African Leadership Institute, as David has said, I would like to thank you all for coming and also welcome all of you to this first event of the African Leadership Institute. I'm going to give a very brief overview of what it is all about. It's a think tank established by African professionals based here in the United States who are drawing onto the experiences and the qualifications of African professionals in terms of governance and leadership that through their various professional careers and their life experiences can contribute to governance in Africa. In particular, we are focused on Kenya, but we will be expanding because we have professionals who are members of the African Leadership Institute from the rest of the continent. So it will be governance issues as they affect the African continent. The real objective is, in addition to assisting in improving governance in Africa, we also want to highlight the successful stories of African leadership in terms of both at national level and at the state or federal level or county levels, depending on the government most African countries have now had a devolved type of system. And so the emphasis of the African Leadership Institute is to highlight the successes and also provide those counties or governments some guidance on how to improve on their governance with a view of improving services to their own people and attracting investors, mainly from the US, but other investors, to create an environment that will be mutually beneficial both to the counties and to the investors. So with that, we have a website. You can go to the website and for more details. And if you want more information, you can contact any of us.